Hey, Virgo. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for coming in and just watching. That's awesome too. If you feel like you would like to be part of our group here, and if you want to just hit the subscription button and the bell down below, you will be notified when I upload next. I am coming at you today with the Tattoo Tarot, the most beautiful deck I have. And well, all of them have good energy, but I find that this one, as well as being illustrated by a tattoo artist, that is beautiful. I think we're a little wonky here, aren't we? There we go. That's better. Better. Okay, so this reading, the Tattoo Tarot, is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you do not know your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, well, if you're here, you know your Sun sign. If you do not know your Moon and Rising sign or your Jupiter or Venus, please go to my About page. At the very bottom of that About page is a link that will take you to a place where you can plug in some information and know what your other signs are. Just helps you know who you are in a balanced way. There is also a donation button down there at the bottom. So if you can find it in your heart and so feel inclined to offer a small amount just to help me keep this channel open, then I would love to be able to do that for you. This is my life's work. It's what I do, and I love to do that for you. So just please keep in mind that this is a general reading. I can give a reading based on your personal information, your personal energy. Please look down in the description below, and you'll find anything else that you need to know about this reading. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, from now until the 15th of November, 2019. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo from now until November the 15th. All right, I think we're good. Woo! Popped right out, you guys. The world, look at you. You're already at it. You're closing an old chapter and opening a new one. So, like I've said before, this has nothing to do with writing new pages in the old book. This has very much to do with throwing away the old book and opening a brand new book, brand new pages. So something is coming to an end for you, Virgo, and I hope it's coming to an end in a way that is good for you and your family. Sorry, hair in the way. All right. Something's coming to an end here. But, you know, things have to come to an end in order for new things to start, right? So I'm always happy when I see the World card come up. Although it's sad to know that we have to end some things, it is happy to know that new things are coming. Things that you may have to defend for a little bit. So defending your heart. You may have to defend your heart to someone you love, to your loved ones, about someone that you're in love with. You may have to defend yourself and your heart based on the choices that you're making after your world comes to an end. So after the world closes the old chapter, when you open the new chapter, there may be family and friends questioning about what your next steps are. Because you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're not even sure at this point what your new steps are, right? You're waiting for your ships to come in, waiting to see what is in the ships. So I'm not sure what it is that you're waiting for, but I have a feeling it might have something to do with a person. It could have something to do with money as well. But I guess we'll see. It's clearly a new life that you're waiting for. So the World and the 3. The 7. And then the universe jumps in to say, hey, we can't tell you everything that's going on. What's the surprise then? You won't use your agency. You won't make your own decisions if we tell you what's coming. Or you will make decisions not based on the information that we have. We can see, you know, the universe can see you in a bird's eye view. They can see the steps you've taken. They can see the steps you're about to take. So sometimes it's good to have things that don't have a whole lot of clarity in the future, just because what if you tried to change it, right? then you might not have the things that you deserve, right? And the devil shows up. So the devil is showing up because the moon card is here. And the moon card is, you know, not really knowing what is coming up. It's not really having any clarity, and that gives you some fear. That's what the devil is. The devil comes up when there is fear. Fear of not doing the right thing, fear of making the wrong decision, choosing the wrong partner. So I always say that the devil lives behind the fear wall. And because the devil is himself scared, he would love to have company in his misery. We've got the King of Pentacles. Who is that king? Is that you? Or is that someone that you know? This King of Pentacles is a very busy king, always making sure that everybody has what they need within his community, within his empire. And he is the giving king. So he is the one that is most charitable. He wants to make sure that everybody's working and is getting their worth and everything is even. And, you know, if they're working hard, he wants them to be able to have the things that he needs. The things that they need, sorry. The thing is that he's very charitable, and things just grow around him because he's so charitable. You know, things grow lush around him. So he is the guy who is running the kingdom, I would say, based on everyone else's needs and not his own. And this is coming up under the World card, so this could very well be someone that you are going to meet once your old cycle closes here. But right now, it looks like you're kind of in a struggle with yourself. So you are struggling with depression, anxiety, not really knowing what to do or where to go. It looks like, you know, this is what it came up under. Looks like you're defending yourself to others, and so that could be giving you stress at night. Stress, anxiety, your mind just won't shut off, and you can't make a decision, essentially. That's coming up also beside the King of Pentacles. It's coming up under the Three of Wands. What is in those ships? Waiting for the ships to come in. What is in the ships? Ten of Cups, baby. That's what's in the ship. You're waiting for your Ten of Cups, and I don't blame you. It looks like you're going to get through this, because coming up is that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting on your Ten of Cups, and who's not, right? Everyone's waiting on their Ten of Cups. However, that being said, you have ended something to start something new, and now you are defending your choices and your thoughts and that kind of thing. So I feel like you're defending it because you've met a new king, and that's coming up under the World. These four cards, they're coming up like this. These two, so the World ending, or the old chapter closing, and then being defensive, and then comes the King, and then comes the stress. With the King comes the stress. So yeah, but it looks like you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for your Ten of Pentacles, right? I mean, not Ten of Pentacles, sorry, your Ten of Cups, and who's not? I'm waiting for it too. Yeah, who's not waiting for that? So underneath your moon card, so the place where you don't really have a whole lot of clarity, maybe at certain times you'll have clarity, but not all the time. It looks like you're trying to stay in balance while this is happening here. So you're trying to stay in balance. You don't have all the answers. None of us do, but it is scary to not have all the answers when you're closing a chapter and opening a new one. When you're, you know, the World card is not to be taken lightly, because it's absolutely life as you know it is done. You will never go back there. You will never repeat those things. You will never... The way you did things is done. You're not doing it that way anymore. You're doing it differently. So it is kind of a transformation. Looks like you're going to be feeling left out in the cold, but you know, this makes sense because that's coming up right under the devil. And that's what the devil would have you think, that you are being left out in the cold. This is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is usually a depiction of someone who doesn't have very much, someone who is, you know, outside of church, in the rain or in the snow, and needs some help, but no one's helping. But it's usually because the person hasn't asked for help. So that being said, you can get out of this. You can get out from behind the fear wall if you ask for help. You could ask for help really from anybody that loves you and knows you. I'm always an advocate of talking to people, whether they're friends or family or a best friend. Most of us have a BFF that we can confide in that would take our secrets to their death. And I'm grateful to have a couple of those. But take a look here. Or we have our second king. He's the king of Wands. So now we have the charitable king and the passionate king. The passionate king is very busy. The passionate king, when he walks in a room, you know he's there. You will see him walk in and you will be like, oh my goodness, I need some of that. So you will notice that the king has walked in the room. King's very passionate, but he's passionate about everything. He's not just passionate about passion. He's passionate about everything that he does. And so he can be very emoting and very loud. And maybe the reason he's being noticed in the room is because he is... he's probably the loudest. He's probably the one who is emoting the most. Aw, love. Look at that. Two of Cups. So we've got two kings and we have a Two of Cups. So which one is it? Maybe we have a same-sex couple. That could very well be. It could also be that there is one person with... who wants to make a choice between two. Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is not the Two of Cups. This is the Six of Cups, which changes everything because in Mercury retrograde, what happens? Say it with me. It brings up stuff from the past, including your soulmate from long ago, or someone that you had a very strong connection with some time ago. This is the Six of Cups, and it's usually the soulmate card. So it could very well be someone that you had either relations with or been very close to, perhaps dated in the past. This could be, when I say in the past, it could be yesterday, a month ago, a year ago, 15 years ago, right? And it looks like you're making a choice. So if this is in fact two kings that someone is making a choice between, you will pick the soulmate, whichever one that is, either the King of Wands or the King of Pentacles. So judgment here is to say that there is choices, hard choices being made. So this could very well be the breaking up of a relationship and the starting of a new relationship, and you've decided who you're going to go with because you think that person is your Ten of Cups. That being said, I have two kings on the table, and it could also be two people of the same gender that have fallen in love and decided that they're just going to be together, and everybody can, you know, that's too bad. They're defending their choices against everybody, and there we go. The Seven of Wands, defending your choices against everyone else, and you're just telling everybody, too bad, so sad. I love him. I love her, and that's the way it's going to be. This person is my soulmate, and I've decided that we're going to be together, regardless of how the family feels about the same gender relationships or not, as it should be. Feeling a little stuck, so trying to see something from a different point of view. Maybe you've spoken to someone, someone's given you a different point of view, and maybe you're trying to think about that. It could also be, you know, trying to come to a decision about, you know, one of the two kings, or trying to come to a decision about what sort of hardcore decisions you're going to make. It could be a decision about the love relationship or the love interest, the person from your past who is coming back. It looks like a reconciliation, you guys, in the third manner that I'm looking at it. Could very well be a reconciliation, and you've decided that you're going to leave your current relationship and go with the reconciliation. And that right now you're just trying to find out what the best way to do that is, looking at it from a different point of view. And it looks like we have the 10 of, where's this? Yeah, there we go. 10 of Rods, or the 10 of, yeah, 10 of Rods is the completion of sadness. You know what's really cool is it's coming up right under the 9 of Rods, or right on top of the 9 of Rods. It actually covered it up like that. So yeah, your pain is coming to an end, and there is going to be no pain going forward. So it looks like you're through the tough stuff, getting close to the end of the reading here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cards to come, but it looks like you are going to get through this okay. We now have 3 kings on the board. This is shaping up to look like an emperor to me. The emperor is all 4 kings. So yeah, I guess we've got a King of Swords here as well. So the King of Swords is the one that speaks mind over heart. King of Swords is the guy who's book smart. He is the accountant. He's the guy who is making sure everybody gets paid what they need to get paid. He's running the kingdom. But he can be a little short on his words because he doesn't have a lot of time to mince words. So he's going to give it to you straight. And sometimes that can be cutting. And that may cause you to walk away. So walking away from things that no longer serve you, there is 8 cups there. This person doesn't seem to even be looking at the cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This person doesn't even seem to be looking at the cups. They seem to be looking at spirit and following, you know, walking away in a kind manner which is, you know, quiet and reserved, and I'm out of here. I'm done with this. I can't do it anymore. And they are looking up to the stars for the answer. We do have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Knight of Cups is bringing in emotional love messages. We have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords usually shows up when there is something that needs to be spoken of. So swords are conversation. This is also an air sign card. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Sorry, brain stopped working. Did you hear it click off? So this is, yeah, the person who usually has to dig for information. This person wants to talk to you. This person wants to talk to you, but they're unsure about how to approach. So what they're doing is they're combing through your social media stuff, seeing what they can see. Are you dating anybody? Do you have children now? You know, this could be from the person from your past. They're trying to get information about you without asking you for it. But usually the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is either younger than you, or they're younger than you, or you are younger than them. There usually is an age difference here, and that person is the person who is learning still, you know, is in very early stages of spirituality as well. Last card out. Here comes the Sun. Yay! So yes, it looks like everything is going to work out fine. Now, the thing is this, I have 3 kings on the board, so it could very well be, that you're closing a chapter to open a new one. It looks like there is going to be questionable choices, or not questionable choices, but choices that will be questioned by your friends and family. They don't really like that you're waiting for the ships to come in. There is 3 kings on the table here. One of those could be your soulmate. Could very well be. One is the Swords, one is the King of Passion, the other one is the King of Pentacles. You are looking for a way to look at, you're trying to find your 10 of Cups, and of course we all are. It may be, though, with a soulmate that's coming back. Mercury retrograde does that to us. They bring back people from the past. So it looks like everything is going to be illuminated. There's going to be no guesswork. Happiness. So whoever you pick is going to be the right one. So I would say don't be scared to make a choice. This is a great reading, And I am going to pull, oh, and under the cards, wishes fulfilled, the 9 of Cups. So, yeah, wishes fulfilled for you. And then I'm going to, where did that deck go? It went here. There we go. We are going to pull some notes from the universe for you, Virgo. Take a look here. All right. Sometimes the good is hidden. Isn't that true, right? Sometimes the good is hidden. It says, find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlockly yours. The universe. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. Find the good in what they said or asked. So I take this to be, there is no offense given where none is taken. So no one can offend you if you don't want them to. If you always look for the good in things, you're always going to find it. And the opposite is true as well. If you're looking for the bad in things, you're always going to find it. So it really is always up to you as to what how you're going to flip it, right? See me in their eyes. Whenever conferring with another, either face-to-face or across the miles, whether a human being, departed spirit, or a sentient tree, always speak to the highest within them. It makes such a difference. Amen. The universe. P.S. Yeah, as if some trees weren't sentient. Glad you caught that. Sentient tree. Sentient. Okay, so being in one spot, essentially. So that's the card. Love it. And then we're going to do one of these Power of Love cards. We have respect. Respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. This is something that I see on Facebook all the time. Just because you disagree with someone, it doesn't mean that you can't respect their point of view. Everybody has a different point of view, and the other person's point of view isn't wrong because it's their perception. And even though perception is not necessarily correct, it is their perception, so it is life as they see it. So yeah, respecting someone else's path and someone else's opinion is really important in this life. You don't have to not like them because they're not on your path. Which means that if they're not of your religion, if they are not in a conventional male and female relationship, you know, it's really not up to you to comment on their path and how they're on their path to love. That's all. So yeah, we deserve respect, and so do you. So let's just do that. All right, that's about it for now, Virgo. I am going to be back with your mid-month reading, hopefully in the next couple of days. So keep aware of that. Anything that you need will be down in the description area. If you have any questions or would like a private reading based on your energy, please let me know. I do have other ways that we can do readings now. We can do live readings over Skype. We can also do private recorded. Yeah, and that's fine too. Whichever way you like. Anyways, I'm going to go, and I hope you are having a good evening. Bye.